the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again to Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the left...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
46 to Mike, 46. Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right.
Lets this go for Renfrow downfield.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Completes this out left to Ruggs.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Mahomes. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
143 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Henry diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Binds, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
You think about this strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
On second down, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
At the 6-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Thornhill on the tackle. No gain on the
Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Carr going to throw. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Renfro. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
164 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
And the busy night for Henry continues. Again, he finds an opening. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Jones.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They begin with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he hits Drake. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Carr now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Carr. Escaping the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Reception here by Ruggs. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw here. The open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On the toss, Drake going left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Las Vegas,